Where to eat in Hialeah? Hialeah is a land of surprises. From the topsy-turvy street arrangements to the produce and wares you can buy while stuck in traffic, there's always something interesting. Here, most people expect little more than heaps of moros and shingles of dried-out palomilla. Sure, La Ciudad que Progresa boasts some of the region's best Cuban fare, ranging from the humble Frita to manhole cover-size Milanesas. But it's also home to a quaint French bistro, some stellar non-Cuban sandwich shops, and a very serviceable Vietnamese joint. All of them reflect what Hialeah does best, keeping people well-fed for not too much money. Though many folks look east to find new and exciting restaurants, it's foolish not to search here in the western reaches. There may be lots of bad holes in the wall, but there are also many places that offer a glimpse of Miami's true soul. Number 5. Las Venas Barbecue. Cuban barbecue is centered around the pig. There are many Cuban barbecue joints in Hialeah, but Las Venas Barbecue is a consistent favorite. The building has a precarious parking situation, so careful backing out, but it's completely worth any traffic-induced stress. Las Venas specializes in all varieties of Cuban barbecue pork, and also offers some great sides. Let's start with the lechon. They have the whole hog and you can ask for any cut you want, if they're not sold out. It's cooked with a house mojo and perfectly tender. Whatever you get, add an order of barrigada, which is basically roasted pork belly cut into bites of pure bliss. And while chicharron is not technically barbecue, you should get it here. These big chunks of pork skin are fried to a crisp and chopped up to order. Add some house-made plantain chips too, which are fried daily and come in big bags you can devour on the way home, as a reward for not hitting anyone in the parking lot. Number 4. Pan.com Sandwicheria. Despite its name, Pan.com Sandwicheria is a Cuban restaurant, not a website devoted to bread, and this place puts a new spin on some Cuban favorites. It's a good place to come with friends and share some small plates. Their croquetas are homemade little balls of joy that will make you ask, why don't all Cuban croquetas come in circular form? And the sandwiches offer a fresh take on some classics. Try the Frita Gangster for a juiced-up version of a Frita that comes with a bacon onion jam you'll want to spread on everything. The real star of the show, though, is the Tamal en Cazuela, a Cuban version of grits. It's enormous and you can probably share it with all your primos. Pan.com makes theirs with fresh ground corn, which gives a creamy texture. We'd happily eat that on its own. But when they add pork chunks, aromatic sofrito, a heaping portion of ropa vieja, a runny fried egg, and avocado slices, this becomes one of the best dishes in Hialeah. Number 3. Palmer Cafeteria. Easy to miss. Palmer Cafeteria is in an industrial area of Hialeah across the street from a popular Spanish news studio. The cafe does breakfast and lunch, serving up some of the best Cuban food in the area. But let's talk beans for a moment. Beans are a staple in Cuban cuisine, and it's surprisingly hard to find really good beans in Miami. However, the beans at Palmer are not just really good, they're f***ing great. The only bad thing about these beans is that from now on you're gonna have to lie to your abuela about her beans being the best. They offer black or red daily, and alternate a special potage or bean stew. The masas de puerco are exceptional too, cooked with mojo until tender, then fried up to order. Get these with a side of black beans, rice, and platanos maduros. Number 2. Benny Jama. Benny Jama is an outdoor barbecue joint that overwhelms the senses. Walking in, you are greeted by a life-size figure of Celia Cruz sitting on a rocking chair, as her music blasts overhead. There is a bunch of outdoor seating, but we like the shaded church benches, surrounded by caricatures of famous Cubans. As you're waiting for your order, look up and appreciate the Sistine Chapel-esque mural, featuring an impressive cast of political figures. Start with an order of the chicharrones that are absolutely stunning and served in thick pieces. The ribs and grilled meats are a great option too, and the half chicken has a subtle smoke to it. Sit down, eat, and watch the old stand-ups by Alvarez Guedes playing in the background, or just take in the hyper-muscular forms of Fidel Castro and Vladimir Putin. Number 1. Lavina Aragon Restaurant Y Cafeteria. Lavina Aragon is a restaurant in a little shopping plaza in West Hialeah, with wood-paneled walls and old framed pictures that really make this place feel nostalgic. Everything here is great, but let's talk about the ropa vieja. The shredded beef stew is tangy, savory, slightly sweet, and Lavina's version of the Cuban classic absolutely slaps. The palo empanizado also deserves some attention. It's a giant flattened chicken breast that's battered, fried, and topped with a big pile of chopped onions and parsley. The chicken comes out nice and crunchy while staying super tender, and a little squeeze of lime gives it that perfect balance. It's cash only here, so make sure to hit up an ATM on your way. Subscribe to our channel for more similar videos.